Hey guys, welcome to Trackside Profits. The Preakness is right around the corner, and we're going to get into all the contenders and see if any of the new shooters can come up and shock the world like they did last year. My name's Tom, and I've been following horses for the last 40 years. I last won the Preakness in 23 when National Treasure won and Blazing Sevens came in second. I also cleaned up on the Superfecta with Mage and Red Route 1, rounding out the ticket. Before I get into some of the Preakness horses, let's look at the Derby horses that are headed in other directions. Starting with Baeza, where John Sheriff said he didn't have the best of trips in the Derby, and he'd rather go back to California and regroup before heading to the Belmont, but plans could always change. Mark Casse was at the barn with Sandman, and he said, we'll see you at the Belmont. But he also said prior to the Derby that the only way that he would go to the Preakness is if he won the Derby and had a shot at the Triple Crown. He said as far as the Belmont, he's won at Saratoga and the timing seems right. Sandman's sire Taffet has won 4 times at the Belmont at the classic 1.5 mile distance, where this year will be run at 1.25 miles. Lone Almighty's trainer said he's excited to cut him back in distance and is headed to the Woody Stevens at 7 furlongs. Grande just finished a checkup yesterday for the cracked heel he had training up to the Kentucky Derby. Pletcher said he's going to look at the reports and we'll take it from there. Sovereignty might be headed to the Preakness. I heard an interview with Bill Mott who said that would be the next logical step, but the health of the horse is going to come first. He came out of the race pretty much unscathed. He got a scrape on his foot when Chunk of Gold got him out of the gate, but Mott said it was only superficial. He had a wider trip than Journalism, but he grinded him down in the back stretch to win by 1.5 lengths. Another horse that might be running to the Preakness is Journalism. He had a good enough trip as Kentucky Derby standards go. Rispoli put him into a good position, and he had first jump on Sovereignty before getting gobbled up at the wire and losing by 1.5 lengths. Michael McCarthy said it was hard to know for certain on Sunday morning where Journalism lands next. However, he did mention that the May 17th Preakness Stakes at Pimlico was an option. He said he would take the next few days to talk to the owners and make a decision, and added that he's run well before off short rest. And a good note is that Journalism ran his first 3 races in 7 weeks, culminating in the Los Al Futurity. So I don't think the race off short rest is going to be an issue. American Promise was kind of a no-show at a Derby, fading back to 16th, but Dwayne Lucas likes to run his horses back on short rest, so it's possible that we see American Promise in the Preakness. Getting into some of the new shooters, we'll start with Clever Again, who I got futures bet on. He has Steve Assuman with a red-hot Jose Ortiz and sired by American Pharaoh. Clever Again borrowed a 101 while beating Gaming in the Hot Springs, and he's a horse to watch. He jogged 2 miles over a sloppy track at Churchill Sunday morning, and he's 2 for 2 as a 3-year-old. Next up, we have Gosker, trained by Brendan Walsh out of Nyquist, and the jockey is to be determined. Gosker won the Lexington over kind of a soft field, scoring an 88 Beyer. This is an improving colt, but he's going to have to improve again if he wants a shot at the Preakness. He's got 2 wins and 1 second for 3 starts. Next up, the local horse, Pay Billy. Michael Gorham trains with Raul Medina in the irons, sired by Improbable, and he's 4 wins, 1 second, and 1/3 in 8 starts. He won the Federico Tessio Stakes over a soft field, and I think is going to be a longer shot in this race. Todd Pletcher is going to bring River Thames to the Preakness. He's ridden by Irad Ortiz out of McLean's Music, and he's 2 wins, 1 second, and 1/3 and 4 start. He was last seen in the Bluegrass, where he got 3rd behind Burnham Square and East Avenue. Pletcher had enough points to put him into the Kentucky Derby, but he opted for the shorter Preakness, as this speedy horse has a real shot. Next up, Caldera, trained by Dwayne Lucas and ridden by Rafael Bejarano. Sired out of Liam's Map, he has 1 win, 3 seconds, and 0/3 in 6 starts. Well, he's a big gray, and he was second out last time in the Bathhouse Row to instant replay. This horse has a lot of talent. He's a little bit green, but you have to have confidence in Dwayne Lucas getting him ready, just like he got Seize the Gray ready to win the Preakness last year. Heart of Honor, trained by Jamie Osborne and ridden by Safi Osborne. He's out of Honor AP, and he has 2 wins, 4 seconds, and 6 starts. Now, this horse had enough points to get into the Kentucky Derby, but Osborne wanted to rest him a little more and pointed him towards the Preakness. He was second behind Admiral Daytona in the UAE Derby. He had enough points to get into the Kentucky Derby, but the trainer thought he'd give him a little more rest and point him towards the Preakness. Bob Baffert's Rodriguez, who scratched out of the Kentucky Derby with a bruised heel, is ridden by Mike Smith. He's out of Authentic. He has 2 wins, 2 seconds, and a third in 5 starts. He was last seen winning the G2 Wood Memorial. And on a personal note, I kind of hope he doesn't get into the Preakness, because I said I had that future on Clever again, and he's going to bring a lot of added speed that I don't really want. Well, that's a wrap for the Preakness Probables. Who do you think will win the Preakness? Is it going to be a horse from the Derby, or is it going to be a new shooter? Let me know down below, and thanks so much for watching. If you want all my picks analysis of the Preakness and great races across the country, like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And remember, I'll see you at the track.